Hello and welcome to today's session. So today's session will discuss basically the what is machine learning. So before we begin with the session, I request all of you to please subscribe to the channel to get more updates about this entire course of machine learning, and you can also see other playlists like Python programming and Python programming for data science. So let's begin today's session. So basically, what is machine learning, right? So we all have heard about AI, we have learned about deep learning. So let's try to understand the differences between these concepts. See, machine learning is actually a sub-branch of artificial intelligence. It's a field of study that gives the computer to learn without being explicitly programmed. So we have all learned about other kinds of programming earlier. That means before machine learning became famous, the conventional programming was we used to understand the problem, we would do the algorithm, and we used to convert that into a language. Now artificial intelligence aims to understand the problem, it develops the rules, we formulate the rules for the logic, and we create intelligent systems. So machine learning is actually a field of study where the computer actually learns without being explicitly programmed. Right? The system is learning by itself without being explicitly programmed. Now there is also one more concept called as expert system. So what is expert system? Here the idea is we are going to develop intelligent systems by logic and reasoning, by converting the experts knowledge into a set of rules and programs which we call as an expert system. For example, MySyn expert system, it was developed for medical diagnosis and it relied mainly on the expert knowledge of the doctors and hence relied on humans and exhibited no true intelligence. So before we go into the formal definition of ML or machine learning, let's focus on AI. Now if we want to develop an intelligent system using AI driven approach, here data becomes very important, right? Data is used basically as an input in order to develop these models, right? And the model is now used to predict the new outputs or inputs. So basically the aim of AI is to learn a model or a set of rules from the given data set automatically so that it can predict unknown data correctly. Okay, so what is the aim or focus of artificial intelligence? To learn a model or a set of rules from a given data set automatically so that it can predict unknown data correctly. So this diagram on the top here, it actually shows a learning system which normally we humans as do. We take experience and based upon our experiences we take our decisions. And what does the learning system of machine learning do? The program is actually taking the data as the input, right? And then it is developing a model. So like humans, like how we are taking our decisions based on experience, the computer here now is making decision based upon the patterns which are there in the input data, and then the data's learned pattern is now useful for the program to make predictions and to take decisions. Okay, so basically as I told you, now we are going to have a model, right? What kind of model is generated? See, the model is basically an explicit description of patterns. Model can be in the form of a mathematical equation, it can be form of a relational diagram like a graph or a tree, it can be in the form of a logical if-else rules, it can be basically groupings called as clusters. In summary, the model can be a formula, it is a procedure, or you can say it can be a representation that can generate data decisions. Now this is the most famous definition of machine learning by Tom Mitchell, who was a pioneer in AI. He states that a computer program is set to learn from experience E with respect to task T and some performance measure P. Okay, and if its performance on task T measured by P improves with experience E. So the important component here is basically there are three things which are very important: experience, task, and performance measure. So what is experience, right? It could be the machine gaining knowledge of the object or the data which we are giving it to the system. As I told you, in machine learning we are giving data as input, so the machine is actually gaining knowledge of the data. So that is nothing but experience. Next, what is the focus here? To use this experience for the task T, right? You have to, the machine has to now use this experience for the task T, and thereby the goal is to improve the performance, which is P. Okay, so the goal is to improve the performance, that is P. Now the performance can be various metrics are there. The most common one we are just mentioning now, precision and recall. So basically these metrics will help us to measure the ability of the system to detect its prediction or whatever output that it has generated. So based upon these performance measure, corrections can be applied again to improve the performance of the system. So basically this formal definition, though it looks complicated, in simple words, the program is learning from data, right? The program is collecting information about the patterns of the data. That is nothing but experience. And why is it doing? In order to perform a particular task T. And finally we are going to measure the performance P, right? And corrections are applied. You analyze the performance, make corrections, or improvise in order to improvise the performance, right? So we make corrections on the algorithm until you meet the desired performance. So this is the formal definition of machine learning by Tom Mission. So next, let's look into what is machine learning in relation to other fields. Now there's a lot of confusion among people about what is AI, what is deep learning, what is machine learning, right? So let's try to overcome those confusions. See, as you can see in this diagram here, right, we have the AI, and under AI, or the subset of AI is machine learning, and the subset of ML is deep learning. So machine learning is actually a subset or a branch of AI. And what is the aim of machine learning? To extract the patterns for prediction, right? The aim of, or the goal of machine learning is to extract the patterns for prediction. And what does it include? It includes learning from experiences or examples, reinforcement learning. These are all different concepts which we'll see later. So basically the aim of artificial intelligence, or the goal of this entire artificial intelligence, is to develop intelligent agents. Now what is an agent? An agent can be a robot, it can be a human, or an autonomous system. Now the model can take an unknown instant and it will generate the result. Okay, so you have the AI, right? Under that you have the sub-branch ML. The goal of AI is to develop intelligent agents. And what is the goal of machine learning? Goal of machine learning is to extract patterns for prediction. The machine learning is going to learn from data, right? And it's going to make predictions. And under machine learning, or a sub-branch of machine learning, is deep learning. So deep learning is a sub-branch of machine learning, and mainly deep learning involves models which are based on neural networks. Okay, so deep learning is a sub-branch of machine learning, and it involves construction of models using neural networks. Now the next question is, what is neural network? See, neural network is based upon the very similar to our brain, right? Our brain is going to have neurons, right? So neural network is based upon the human neuron models. Many neurons, just like how in our brain the neurons are connected to each other with synapses, similarly here in deep learning, the many neurons will form a network which are connected with activation functions, and these functions will trigger the required neurons to perform the task. So just to repeat, neural network is a connection of various neurons connected to each other with activation functions. These functions are triggered to trigger a particular, or these functions are activated to trigger a particular neuron to perform the task. So we will be studying deeply about all these concepts in this entire tutorial. So this diagram is basically telling us the differences between AI, ML and DL. Now coming to the next concept, now there's a huge confusion among people, like what is machine learning, what is data science, and then what is big data, what is data mining, what is data analysis, what is data analytics. So let's try to find out the subtle differences between these concepts. So coming to the first one, machine learning and data science. So if you see this diagram here, right, you can see the relationship of machine learning with all the other major fields. You have data mining here, data analytics here, big data and pattern recognition. So basically data science is a broad field. This entire thing is data science. Okay, so data science is basically an umbrella term which is covering from data collection up to data analysis. Okay, all these things will come under data science. So basically data science deals with gathering of data for analysis, and up to start from gathering of data and it goes up to data analysis. So machine learning, if you see, it starts from data. As I already told you, machine learning is nothing but where it starts from data. The data would be the input to the algorithm, and you basically normally make predictions as output. Now data science and machine learning are actually interlinked. Okay, see, machine learning is a branch of data science. Okay, very important. Machine learning is a branch of data science, and data science is a broad field. It involves big data, it involves data mining, analytics, pattern recognition and so much more. So I hope the differences between all these concepts are clear. Data science is an umbrella containing of all these fields. Now coming to each individual concept, just like to we'll have an introduction to each one. First of all, what is big data, right? See, data science, as I told you, in data science it mainly initially starts with collection of data. So big data is actually a field of data science where it deals with data's following characteristics. Okay, in big data basically what we do is we deal with data. Right, big data is a field of data science and it deals with data's following characteristics: the volume of the data, the variety of the data, the velocity of the data. So basically we call it as V's, right? So big data is actually used by many machine learning algorithms for applications like language translation, image recognition and so on, and it basically has influenced the growth of many other subjects. As big data evolved, deep learning also evolved, because deep learning requires a lot of data. Now what are the three V's that are important in big data? The first one is volume. As we already know, there's huge amount of data which we are generated by various companies, right? And the second one is variety. The data is also available in various forms, in the form of images, videos and various other formats. And the third one is a velocity. That is basically the speed at which the data is being generated and processed. So these are the following characteristics which are very important in big data. Now coming to the next concept, data mining. Now what is data mining? As the word itself says, mining, right? Basically normally mining means what? Where you're trying to extract some, in actual mining we are trying to extract some minerals from the earth. The same way data mining involves extracting hidden patterns that are present in the data. Okay, and machine learning aims to use this data for prediction. Right? That's why, as similar to the mining of the earth for precious resources, data mining involves unearthing of data in order to extract the hidden information that would have otherwise been eluded or would have not come to the attention of us, of the algorithm. So that was about data mining. Now coming to what is data analytics. See, data analytics is actually again a branch of data science. Okay, data analytics is a branch of data science and it aims to extract useful knowledge from the crude or the raw data. So analytics basically involves extraction of useful information or knowledge from the crude data. right? Different types of data analytics are there. We'll be seeing next predictive data analytics and many more, which we'll be seeing in the next few sessions. Now, what's the relationship between machine learning and data analytics? See, both are very closely related to each other, and almost many algorithms are very common even, right? But the major difference is machine learning is all about learning information from the data and doing predictions, but data analytics is all about extracting useful knowledge from that data. So there's a subtle difference between both of them. Coming to pattern recognition, pattern recognition is actually an engineering field, right? Even in pattern recognition, we use various machine learning algorithms, and the goal of pattern recognition itself is, as the word itself says, in pattern recognition we extract features for pattern analysis and pattern classification. So pattern recognition is about extracting the features for pattern analysis and pattern classification. We can also say that it's kind of a specific application of machine learning. So if you want to find out the relationship between pattern recognition and machine learning, pattern recognition is actually a specific application of machine learning. So coming to the next one, statistics. Now this is one thing where we all of us who have worked with machine learning, and many of us have this question: is there, do you have to learn statistics, right, when doing machine learning? Yes, some amount of mathematical knowledge and a good knowledge of statistics is very useful when you are learning machine learning. Whatever you've learned in school or in your college days, a good knowledge of that is also good enough to start working on machine learning. So basically, in your school you've already learned this, right? What is statistics? It's basically a branch of math, right, where you have a solid theoretical foundation regarding all of this you've learned during your college days, right, or in your school days. So statistics, as we know, it's all about data, right? You have various statistical methods for analysis of data, right, where you basically, in statistics, we try to look for regularity in data, we try to look for patterns in the data. In statistics, there are a lot of hypotheses, and we perform experiments. We try to find out the relationships among the data using various statistical concepts. Various statistical procedures are used, and many times a good knowledge of statistical procedures, or if you're guided by a good statistician, then you can really do very well when you are developing your machine learning algorithms. And of course, machine learning is mathematical intensive. It involves complex equations, and as we are having a lot of math here, there are a lot of good assumptions as well. So statistical methods are basically based on data, right? The data is also quite coherent, it is rigorous, and hence a good or a strong theoretical foundation about statistical knowledge would really be very helpful if you want to develop come up in machine learning. But not to be very scared, even the school level statistics is also good enough to start with machine learning. In fact, it was even earlier believed that machine learning is the latest version of old statistics. So that was all about the relationship between machine learning and various other fields. There's always a lot of confusion in people about what's machine learning, what's data science, what's data analytics, what's pattern recognition, what's big data, what's statistics. I hope the difference is clear. So just to quickly revise, in today's session we went through what is ML, like we try to understand what is machine learning, what is a model. As I told, it can be an equation, it can be a diagram, it can be some kind of an algorithm. And this was the basic classical definition of machine learning, and the very important diagram which shows us the relationship between AI, ML and DL, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. And then we saw into different concepts, like, which are hugely confused, right? What's data science? We saw how they're all related to each other. What's data mining, pattern recognition, machine learning, analytics and big data. So in the next class we will go into the types of different types of machine learning algorithms. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also go through the other playlist for Python programming and also Python programming for data science. Thank you so much.